Hello Buddy Fighters, welcome back to another Buddy Fight video. You guys probably don't know this very well until you've probably stuck to the beginning of the channel. I'm going to tell you about my history kind of with Buddy Fight. But yeah, today we're going to be doing a deck review with this kind of beginner's Thunder Knight deck, kind of. Let me start from the beginning. So basically what happened was I started watching the Buddyfight anime. I think I just found it somewhere. I was watching it on this website or something. I think I was actually watching Beta Man or something. And then I saw like Buddyfight, new episode. So I'm like, oh, what's this? And I started watching it. And at that time, I believed I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! But then I stopped because for some reason, maybe it got boring. I don't remember what it was. But I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I transferred over to Buddyfight. And I really enjoyed the show. That was really simple. And obviously, Drum was the only reason I watched it. And yeah, so I really liked it. And I love Dragon World. I don't know why. It was just my favorite. I believe this is like 2-something years ago. I don't remember. Maybe it was longer. I have no idea. But anyways, yeah, so I basically started around maybe like a quarter way through the season. I've watched every single episode, but I was looking on eBay and I found this pretty good deal. I think it was only like pretty cheap for me, maybe like $5 less than the regular price for a starter deck. But I saw this really cool Thunder Knights deck. Like, they had all the cards laid out. It looked like pretty decent cards, had some rares and okay stuff. So I asked, I bought it online from eBay. It was this like Thunder Knights deck that somebody was selling. I don't know why, but they didn't include a flag, so that was disappointing. Before this actually, this is not actually technically my first deck. My first deck is actually a Katana World deck. Yes, I got when I first started, I found the shop near me, and then I bought I forgot what it's called, the Ninja Onslaught deck, I believe, trial deck. Yeah, so Katana World was actually my first deck, but then I decided I really like Dragon World, so I got this deck. And then over the years, I've used cards, as you see, like this card from the Crimson deck. I've used other cards and added more Thunder Knights. So let's go through it, and I'll tell you guys which cards that are new and which ones that have been here originally. I may not remember every single one, but yeah. Let's get into it. First up, we have Battle Spirit Dragon Soul. It's an item with 3,000 power. It's critical of 2. There's only one right here. We've got Dragon Blade Drago Brave right here. It's an item with a critical of 3, 5,000 power. One that Gal used and passed on to Tsuku. So this is kind of a popular card. I'm not going to read the flavor text. Hopefully you guys can see it. But anyways, Dragon Blade Drago Brave. Equip cost, discard a card from your hand and pay 1 gauge. So I only got one of those. This is a card that originally came with the deck. I think there's only one for some reason. Yeah, there's only one. But yeah, this is a very nice card. Thunderblade Drago Breaker. Another one that Gal used later on in the series when Drum evolved into a Thunder Knights and all this cool stuff. It's a rare. We've got 5,000 power, critical 2. Critical cost, pay 2 gauge. If you have a monster with Thunder Knights in its card name on your field, this card gets critical +1. So you do have to pay 2 gauge and if you only have a Thunder Knights, it becomes critical 3. This card is probably a lot better, even though you have to discard a card. But yeah, remember, this is from the first season. Cards weren't as overpowered as now with impact monsters and boom, with the page 3 gauge, you got a critical 5, can't be nullified, crazy stuff like that. So yeah, we got a very nice card right there. That's a rare. This card was probably my favorite card back then. Very nice, powerful card. It's not too overpowered, but seemed pretty powerful to me. It's called Gargantuar Blade Black Smasher. It's obviously a weapon or item, whatever heck you want to call it. 7,000 power with a critical of 3. It's equip cost, pay 2 gauge, and discard 2 cards from your hand. When you equip this card, you gain 3 life. Now, I didn't actually buy any packs right there. I was focusing more on decks, with the starter decks. So, yeah, I wasn't buying booster boxes and crazy stuff like that. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. It does have a very heavy equip cost. You get to pay 2 gauge and discard 2 cards from your hand. Very decent power, critical 3. Plus, you gain 3 life, which I remember really pissed off my brother when I played against him. But, yeah, very nice card here. And it is actually our Gargantuar Punisher sword. Gargantuar Punisher is still my favorite impact monster. I don't know why. It's just the most epicest. I know that's not a word, but still. Roaring Slash Punisher, for some reason, wasn't just as good. Even though it still had, like, amazing volcanoes and the giant flaming sword just coming down. I don't know why. Gargantuar Punisher is just my favorite. I believe I took Gargantuar Punisher out of this deck. So, yeah, there's no impact cards in this deck anymore. I still do have a Gargantuar Punisher, or it's somewhere, but I don't know. Anyways, we got a Dragonite Ranmadu, a size 0 monster with 1,000 power, 1,000 defense, and critical of 2. So I have 2 of those for some reason. I don't know why. I just randomly modified this deck. This is supposed to be a Thunder Knights deck, but it does have some other random cards. But yeah, Gargantuar Punisher is just my favorite impact monster for some reason. Anyways, we got Thunder Knights, Hardy Knife Dragon, another size 0 monster, 2000 power, 2000 defense, and only a critical of 1. Cost, pay 1 gauge. If you have another card with Thunder Knights in his card... Oh, sorry. If you have another card with Thunder Knights and his card name on the field, this card gets move ability, which is very nice. And during your opponent's turn, when this card moves, draw a card, which is very nice. So, usually it's supposed to be with a size 3, but I don't think I have a size 3 Thunder Knights. But yeah, so a very nice rare card. This is from Booster Pack 3, so Souls of the Omni Lords. Very nice Thunder Knights card. We got Thunder Knights main Ghost Dragon. I believe this one was actually from the... It's like basically the person just bought a ton of cards and put a ton of rares and uncommon Thunder Knights and then sold them as a deck put together. So anyways, you got Thunder Knights main Ghost Dragon, 4000 power, 4000 defense, critical of 1, size 1, obviously. If you have another card with Thunder Knights and his card name on your field, this card gets moved. So decent stats for size 1 back then. And he also got movability for the Thunder Knights, so that was very nice. You got Thunder Knight Silver Chain Dragon, 3000 power, 2000 defense, critical of 1, size 1. Act Thunder Rystic Chain, yeah. You can pay 1 gauge if you do a card on the field for this turn, sorry. If you do choose a card on your field and for this turn give it defense minus 3000. So it is an act, it's not a counter act, it means you have to use it on your turn. So yeah, unfortunately you have to use it during your turn. I think you can use, can you use it during your attack phase? I don't think so, I'm not too sure. But yeah, basically just pay a gauge, and then if you have another Thunder... Okay, I'm just making myself confused. Yeah, basically pay a gauge, and a monster on the field loses 3,000 defense. I don't know why, guys, I'm so sorry I can't talk. Anyways, if you know the card with Thunder Knights and his card name on the field, this card gets movability. Hopefully you guys can read the ability. I already messed up my words, so I'm going to be moving on. We've got another okay card. Thunder Knights Brass Shield Dragon, 6000 defense, critical of 1, and 2000 power, size 1. He also has a very interesting flavor check. Purgatory Knights, the heroes who saved the world hundreds of years ago. The Thunder Knights were formed to honor that spirit. So I believe, I haven't actually done a speculation video on this. It's probably going to be really old if I ever do. But, I mean really late. Sorry, not old. The Purgatory Knights are probably Thunder Knights who went to Darkness Dragon World. We still don't know how Darkness Dragon World was created. It's not exactly explained. Probably something happened. We also talked about maybe that Darkness Dragon World was maybe the underworld for Thunder Knights. I mean, for Dragon World. I don't know. And then, like, yeah, and then Neo, and then Star Dragon World is, like, the future. But, yeah, very interesting flavor text. I remember theorizing about that before. This is, like, way before I was making YouTube videos for Buddyfight. We've got Thunder Knight Sword Bunker Dragon, 4000 power, 2000 defense, critical 2, size 1. Cost, pay 1 gauge. If you have another card with Thunder Knights and his card name on your field, this card gets Penetrate. And he is from Galaxy Burst. So I've got 3 of him right there. This is a very nice Thunder Knights card. This is also a very popular card, used in anime a lot by Gao to draw a card. You've got 2000 power, 2000 defense, critical 2, so stats. Size 1. When this card enters the field, if you have another card on field with Thunder Knights' card name, draw a card. Now, I find that that's a big weakness with Dragon World, especially now with Sun Dragons as well, that you can't draw a card. There is Fire Flying Dragon, but I do not have that card for Sun Dragons, which is very sad. But yes, you can... The problem with Dragon World is that you have to use up a lot of cards. It's very offensive. You have these powerful items, especially back then in the anime, very high equip cost, stuff like that. You definitely want more cards in your hand. I remember when I was playing with my Crimson deck, I found myself always running out of cards, so I always running out of cards, so I ended stuff like Dragonic Grimoire, etc. Anyways, moving on. Only got one of those. That's sad. Oh yeah, by the way, it is a rare because of the golden lettering. They have been changing the rarity a lot, especially with the Triple D boosters. Anyways, we got Thunder Knights Iron Fist Dragon. Size 1 monster, 2000 power, 3000 defense, critical 2. If you have another card with Thunder Knights and his card name on your field, for this, this card gets movability. I'm so dumb. Anyways, basically what movability does is, I believe it's, right before the battle phase, you can move him, or something like that. Check the Buddyfight instructions, the rules. I'm not going to talk about this. This is more for deck profile. But yeah, basically in S size 1, his stats are meh. But yeah, moving on. Thunder Knight Double Flail Dragon. I believe. Wait, was this guy? No, this guy is from Booster Pack 3. Anyways, oh wait, yeah. No, this guy is from. Sorry, Drums Adventure. Yeah, I think this was in the deck. Anyways, moving on. This is from H Booster Pack 3. That's, you know, it says 100. So that means this is from Assault of the Omnilords. You got Thunder Knights Double Foil Dragon size 1, 2000 power. Sorry, 3000 power. I don't know why I'm so dumb. Forgive me, guys. 2000 defense, critical 2. Call cost, paying 1 gauge. When a monster on your field with Thunder Knights in its card name moves, or move, what is it? I don't know. It shouldn't say moves to an open area, but yeah. Moves. Put a card from the soul of a card on your opponent's field into his or drop zone. This ability only activates once per turn. And plus, he already has the move ability, so you don't need to have another Thunder Knights in order to move with him. So yeah, very nice card right there. I don't know why my voice, I'm just not feeling well. And I don't know why, but I'm just reading all these card effects wrong. Anyways, we got size 1 monster right here, 5000 power, 5000 defense, critical of 1. This is actually a Blue Sky Knights monster. This is Blue Sky Knights Bond Blade Dragon. This is actually a really good card. Call cost, pay 2 gauge. It's a very heavy call cost, but still, when this card enters the field, destroy size 1 or less monster in your opponent's field and gain 1 life. So it's pretty good effects, pretty good card back then. I believe this is from Booster Pack 5. Yes, this is from, I forgot what it's called. I never really opened any packs from the first season / round of Buddyfight packs. I believe this is Darkness, no, not Darkness Fable, Future, something like that. I can't remember. Anyways, we got All Pike Dragon. This is especially one of my favorite cards. Size 1 monster, 4000 power, 1000 defense, a critical of 2. So his power isn't that high, but he's also got Penetrate, and to call him is 1 gauge. So basically, it's a nice size 1, and I only have 1 of him. I think I had a second one and I traded him. I don't know what happened, but he was a pretty cool looking card with his Javelin being Red Dragon. He looks super cool. I also remember wanting to have Drum right there. For some reason, I could not get him. I think I might have gotten a few packs, but I just couldn't pull Drum for some reason. I really wanted him because obviously he was my favorite character. So, yeah. All Pike Dragon, 1 gauge, Penetrate. Pretty good card, in my opinion. Or at least back then. Crystal Knife Dragon, size 1, 4000 power, 2000 defense, size 2. This is just to put in a guy with decent stats. White Dragon, 1 of him. Let's move on. We got Systemic Dagger Dragon. Now, this was a very common card for Dragon World back then. We don't really see him much in Dragon Ball decks anymore. We saw him a bit in Buddyfight 100, but yeah. Anyways, size 1 monster, 3000 power, 3000 defense, size 2. Sorry, critical of 2. I'm so dumb, guys. I'm so sorry. Anyways, yeah. So he's got critical 2, 3000 power, 3000 defense. So even up stats for power and defense. So yeah. Systemic Dagger Dragon. I got 2 of those, and I'll explain later on why these are in. So let me just put those to the side. 2 of them. We got Fly Trap Dragon. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we got 4000 power, 1000 defense, critical 2, size 1. If you have another card with power originally 4000 on your field, this card gets critical +1. So yeah, pretty good, I guess. You can use it with, because like Crystal Knife Dragon right here, this card can get critical +1, go 3. You know, this is just supposed to be like, this isn't like your amazing pro deck, but it's okay. It's like, you know, your average child deck, kind of. It could be improved by a lot, but, you know, the new child deck could probably beat it. Anyways, because Impact Monsters. We got Blue Sky Knights Seeker Penguin Dragon. This is a white dragon. We got size 1, 2000 defense, 3000 power, critical 2. I finally got it. All monsters in your opponent's field cannot move, so basically it nullifies the move ability, which is pretty good, especially with annoying decks like that. We got 6000 defense right here, 0 power, critical 2, size 1 monster. This is actually a double rare from the Gold Perfect pack. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, I can't wait for a Perfect pack to Buddyfight Triple D. That'd be amazing. Anyways, he's got okay stats, 6000 defense. Yeah, I'll just put him in because he's triple rare, very shiny gold card, very nice. Anyways, moving on. We got Blue Sky Knights Diamodia Dragon. 5000 power, 4000 defense, critical 1, size 1. Decent stats, I guess, but higher than most of them, but low critical. We got Bear Trap Fang Dragon. 4000 power, 2000 defense, critical 2, size 1. We've got Sword Cemetery Dragon. I believe he was part of my original deck, I think. Anyways, we got Sword Cemetery Dragon. This card gets power +1000 for each weapon in your drop zone. He also has Penetrate regularly. He's got 4000 power, 1000 defense, size 2, and a critical of 2. So very nice. We're on to size 2 guys now. So basically Penetrate automatically without any card cost. Plus he gets extra power for each weapon in your drop zone. So decent card. Got 1 of those for some reason. Got Firestone Dragon. This card's okay. It's actually pretty decent. Size 2 monster, 7000 power, 6000 defense, critical of 2. Call cost, pay 1 gauge. When an armor dragon enters your field for this turn, that card gets power 2000. This card gets power when it enters the field as well. Wait, that makes no sense. What? Okay, now I'm just confusing myself. Okay, you know what, let's just move on. Basically, you pay 1 gauge to call him, and for this turn, that card gets power plus 2000. I don't understand. This card gets power when it enters the field as well. Does that mean it gets 2000 plus gives another armor dragon 2000? Anyways, moving on. We got 2 of those, so very decent if you want to get some high powers, destroy some very high defense in the center. So 2 of those right there. This guy, I believe, was with the original deck as well. We got Shadow. It's being modified a lot, as you can see. We got 3 Shadow Shamir Dragons. He's got decent stats. Size 2, 7,000 power, 5,000 defense, critical up 2. I don't know, he just looked like some weird, cool cowboy dragon. So, yeah. Anyways, we got Systemic Dagger on card right here. So, this is actually the evolution of Systemic Dagger Dragon, if you compare right there. Anyways, let's read his effect. He's got 6,000 power, 6,000 defense, size 2 with a critical of 3. So, double the stats of Systemic Dagger Dragon, plus 1 more critical. Anyways, his call cost is pay 2 gauge and put a card with Systemic Dagger and the same from your drop zone into this card. So you need to have him in your drop zone so he has already be destroyed. Then you can pay 2 gauge and call this guy. Put this from your drop zone into his soul. And he also has Soul Guard, so pretty good defense slash offense. Not overpowered, but still very decent, nice card. I believe this was with, yeah, this is from the original deck that I bought. So we got 2 of those right there. We got Drop Arms Dragon. Now, this is a very nice card from the Perfect Pack, Golden Perfect Pack, something like that. All you gotta do is pay 1 gauge, and if you have 5 or more Armor Dragon drops on, this card gets double attack. This card is pretty good, in my opinion, especially back then too. Like, he gets double attack, and all you need to do is have 5 or more Armor Dragons. He's got a critical 2, 6,000 power, 5,000 defense, and he's a size 2. So, pretty good against, like, let's see, like, this size 3 monster, where is it? Where's my size 3 monsters? Here. Like, this guy has, like, slightly better stats, but you gotta pay 1 gauge. Plus, he has double attack, so if you want to do more damage, this guy's better. And yeah, pretty decent stuff. He's not the best card, but he looks pretty awesome. Has a pretty powerful effect, so very nice. We've got Thunder Knight's Sword Shield Dragon right here. If you have another card with Thunder Knight's in his card name on the field, this card gets movement ability. Plus, no call cost, and a critical of 3 if you want to do some heavy damage. Plus, decent defense, kind of 5,000 defense, and only 3,000 power, size 2. So, very nice. Only 1 of those, that's disappointing. The reason I have Jack in here is because I used to have the double rare jackknife that I believe I pulled from Galaxy Burst, something like that. Or was it Sultan Omnilodge? I don't know. I got some random double rare jack. I think I traded it or something like that, or gave it away. I don't remember what happened to that. Anyways, we got size 2 Jackknife Dragon, his original form. We got 5,000 power, 6,000 defense. Critical of 3, his call cost is pay 1 gauge. And act, you can pay 2 gauge. If you do search your deck for a monster with Jackknife, its card name, call on top of this card and shuffle your deck. So this card might actually be useful, because in Buddy Rave, there's going to be a lot of new Jackknife cards. So, can't wait for that. You got, Michaela Sword Dragon. Sorry for my pronunciation. Size 2 monster, 5,000 power, 5,000 defense, critical 3. Con cost pay 1 gauge. If you have 5 or more different monster drop zone, this card gets power plus 3,000 and penetrate. So, pretty decent monster. You can get to 6,000 power and penetrate. All you need to do is have 5 more different monsters. So you can play them later on to get a good advantage and deal some good amount of damage. Plus with the penetrate. Very nice. This card is, okay. It was pretty good back then because it had a high critical of 4. But he does have a very high call cost of 2 gauge. He's size 2, 5,000 power, 4,000 defense, and a critical of 4. So, yeah, got 2 of them right there. Very nice high critical if you want to smash your opponent, especially call him on the first turn. But he does eat up a lot of gauge. You got a size 3 monster right here. Now, this is the only reason I have Blue Sky Knights in this deck. It's because of this guy right here. Before I knew the rarities of cards, like the foils, like the rares, are also shiny like this too. I did not know the rarity. I did not know, if you guys don't know this right now, in the bottom kind of like left corner, it tells you double rare, triple rare, secret rare, whatever. So yeah, I didn't know he was a double rare. I bought a random pack because it was Dragon World versus the Clash of Dragon World versus Danger World special pack. I bought that and I was disappointing. I didn't get Drum or anything special. I believe I got Jackknife from that, something like that. But yeah, I didn't know this was a double rare. And double rares are pretty hard to get back then, kind of. Right now, in like Buddyfight Triple D, the pull rates are a lot better. But yeah, I didn't know he was a double rare. I didn't know my rarities. I was pretty much new back then, if you want to call me that. He's a size 3 monster, 8,000 power. Is it? Yeah, 8,000 power. Is that? Yeah, it's 8,000 power. I can't see. 7,000 defense, critical of 2. Call cost, pay 2 gauge. When this card enters the field, if you have a Blue Sky Knights, if you have a card with Blue Sky Knights in its card name in your drop zone, you gain 2 life. Penetrate. People, this is tongue twisters. Don't judge me. I'm sorry. I can't read these cards right. So you pay 2 gauge, penetrate, very high power. Plus you get to gain 2 life if you have a Blue Sky Knights in your drop zone. So very nice. We've also got this card right here. There was this other crazy card where you gotta pay 3 gauge and call him, but he was like really bad. I don't remember where he is. I could try and find him. But yeah, there's size 3s had pretty high call cost and didn't have very good effects or power. But anyways, this guy was pretty decent. He was average. Plus he had a very low call cost. So yeah, pay 1 gauge. He got 7,000 power, 8,000 defense, a critical of 3, and his size 3. I mean, I guess you could call him stall for time. That's why I have other size 0s here to support him, kind of. But yeah, anyways, this is also a very nice popular card. Thunder formation. It can kind of be used during your final phase. This flavor text, the effect is so small. It is a spell set card, which means this card remains on the field after you cast it. If your monster with Thunder Knights in a card name moves during your opponent's turn, put the top card deck into your gauge, so you gain a gauge. Its act is True Thunder Formation. At the beginning of your final phase, you may destroy this card and all monsters on your field and pay 4 gauge. If you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and put them into your drop zone, call up to 3 cards with Thunder Knights in its card name from among them without paying the call cost, and you get another attack phase. So yes, you can use this during your turn before your final phase, so it kind of acts as kind of like an impact card, and you look at the top 3 cards of your deck and call the Thunder Knights by paying the call cost. You got Dragonic Directive. Okay, can't talk. Round 2 spells right here. You only cast this card if you have 4 life or less. If you have 2 or less cards in your hand, draw cards until you have 3 cards. You can only cast this card once per turn. So yeah, moving on. So a very nice draw spell card right there. You got Dragonic Teamwork right there. It's a spell. You only cast this card when there are 3 different monsters on your field. For this turn, all monsters on your field get power 10,000. So if you need to take out an Ozzy to Haka, this is a very powerful card. I mean, it's not that overpowered, but still you can get 3 size 3 monsters, 10,000 power. That's pretty powerful. That's 3,000 power, 30,000 power right there. Anyways, moving on. You got Dragonic Loop right here. You can only cast this card. Okay, you can only cast this card during an attack on a size 2 or less monster on your field. Counter, return one of those monsters to your hand and put the top card of your deck into your gauge. So yes, it actually does cancel out the attack because I'm not too sure exactly how that works if it gets returned. I believe the attack still counts because it misses its target. I'm not too sure if it still counts as attack. I think it does. I'm not too sure about that. If somebody could clarify that in the comments below. I believe that if it does attack and gets returned to the hand, like what happened to Susuku when he attacked Blazerfrill, I believe it does count as attack. And now that I know that, still a little confused by that. But yeah, anyways, moving on. This is also a very nice, powerful card. I actually put one of these in my Crimson deck. This is Dragon Barrier. Spell card, counter. For this turn, the next time a size 2 or greater monster on your field will be destroyed. That card remains on the field. Advice, the next time it may be stated, but the main point is to use it as a monster, is to use it as a counter after a monster looked like it's about to be destroyed. So yes, it doesn't say Armor Dragon. So I actually, when I was like buddy fighting against someone, I actually used this on an Omni Lord. So yes, it doesn't say it has to be an Armor Dragon. It just says size 2 or greater. And as counters, you can use it anytime. And she's like, oh, I'm going to destroy your size 3 monster and then finish you up with an attack. Boom, I play this card. It's still on the field. So guys, so yeah, very nice card right there. We got Drago Defense right here. I don't think I have any Drago Energies. This also came with the original deck, by the way. Anyways, we got Drago Defense. You can only cast this card if your monster is being attacked. Counter, choose one of your monsters in battle. For this battle, give it defense plus 4,000 and counter attack. So like kind of a lower version of Drago Energy. We got this random card right here. We've got Prevail Dragon Shield. You can only cast this card if you're being attacked. Counter, nullify the attack, and if your life is 1, draw a card. So, meh card. It's still shield. I think I took out quite a few shields out of this deck to put in other decks. But anyways, moving on. We got Dragonic Grimoire right here. You can only cast this card if you have 5 life or less. Discard your entire hand, then draw 3 cards. So basically, you know, giving you some more cards in your hand. And the final card, we got Dragonic Gatebreaker, which I added in. Spell, cast cost, pay 1 gauge, destroy your opponent's monster in the center. This is from the Crimson Battler deck. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this opening. Where's that amazing card? I still like this card. It's not as powerful now because there's a lot more overpowered cards and very powerful item cards in Buddyfight, aka Ice and Tiger, Blitz Tiger. Thanks for ruining the Buddyfight rule. Bushy Road, Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. So now you know a little bit more about me and how I got into Buddyfight. Really, I just want to say thank you guys so much for your support recently. If you actually watched the whole thing until now, which most likely you haven't, thank you so much for even watching it at all. You guys are amazing. Like, the support has been crazy. I've been uploading videos, and they've already been getting, like, 100 views in one day, which is pretty crazy for me. Like, 100 views in one day. Like, it's a really good feeling to know that you guys are enjoying these Buddyfight videos, and I really love Buddyfight, and that you guys like to watch them. Make sure to tell me in the comments below what kind of Buddyfight videos you would like to see. Have an amazing day. I'll see you guys later. Keep Buddyfighting.